Welcome back, dear audience, to the Mindful Finance channel. In the previous part, we together explored the first two things to cultivate blessings and transform life, which are filial piety, the root of all blessings, and the heart of helping others within one's means, where the value of the heart transcends money. Today, we will continue our journey of contemplating the remaining three things, qualities that seem small but contain extraordinary power, helping us overcome all difficulties and create a peaceful, abundant life from within. Let's delve into maintaining wholesome speech, upholding trust and living uprightly, and gratitude, optimism. Plant thing 3. Maintaining wholesome speech, the power of verbal karma. A wholesome word, like a lotus in the mud. A malicious word, like a knife cutting into one's heart. The power of speech is immense. Words can build and can also destroy, can heal and can also cause division, can bring joy and can also sow suffering. In Buddhism, the act of guarding one's speech is called verbal karma, and it is one of the most important karmas affecting human destiny. When in poverty, people often easily fall into states of despair and resentment, and from there easily utter words blaming fate, blaming others, or even harsh cursing words. This is a dangerous trap, because when you speak negative words, you not only hurt the listener, but also sow negative seeds in your own mind, attracting more misfortunes into your life. Malicious words are like a knife. They not only cut into others' hearts, but also wound your own soul. But if you, in that difficult situation, can still maintain gentle speech without vexation, without cursing, without complaining, but instead use constructive, encouraging words, then you are cultivating merit with your very mouth. This is an extremely effective and easy way to practice. Do you know that a timely word of comfort, a loving word of encouragement, can have extraordinary power? It can be a lifeline, pulling someone from the abyss of despair, from the intention to give up on life. Sometimes a person only needs a word from you to regain faith, to stand up and move forward. Kindness in speech is a priceless gift you can give to anyone at any time. Imagine a friend who is struggling, feeling discouraged. Instead of criticizing or complaining with them, you say, "Try your best. I believe you will overcome it. Everything will be okay." Such a simple sentence can give immense strength. Or when you see someone make a mistake, instead of scolding, you gently offer advice, pointing out the mistake patiently so they have a chance to correct it. That is how you sow the seeds of compassion and wisdom. A poor person who speaks wholesome words, keeping their verbal karma pure, will gradually change their fortune. Why? Because wholesome speech creates positive energy. When you speak good and beautiful words, you are creating a positive energy field around you. This not only helps you feel more peaceful, but also attracts good things to you. Wholesome speech builds good relationships. Everyone wants to be near people who speak wholesome, encouraging words, not those who constantly complain or criticize. When you have good relationships with everyone, you will receive help, trust, and more opportunities in life. A gentle mouth, a peaceful heart. Speech is a mirror reflecting the soul. When you can control your speech, not allowing it to be dominated by vexation, greed, or anger, your mind will become more tranquil. A peaceful heart, life will naturally transform. When your mind is at peace, you will have a clearer perspective, make better decisions, and be able to face difficulties calmly. That sets the premise for positive change in your life. Speech is power. Use it to create happiness, create peace, and create good relationships, not to destroy or sow suffering. Remember that every word you speak is a seed you sow into the universe, and you will reap the fruit from those very seeds. compass. Thing 4. Upholding trust, living uprightly, an invisible treasure. Better to be poor and honest than rich and deceitful. In life, perhaps nothing is more valuable than trust. Trust is built from honesty, integrity, and keeping one's word. This is an incredibly important quality, especially for those in difficult circumstances. Because when you don't have many material possessions to rely on, then trustworthiness and character are your greatest assets, helping you rise and change your destiny. Look around. In our society, how many examples there are of success from humble beginnings whose foundation was precisely honesty and trustworthiness. For example, a person working for a meager wage, perhaps even a difficult manual labor job. Their salary might not be high, but they always are on time, never late for work, always present at the right moment, ready for the job. Complete tasks correctly, work carefully, meticulously, not sloppily, not missing any details. Never lie or skim, always honest in every word and action, not cheating even a tiny detail, not skimming the employer's effort or materials. Initially, perhaps no one pays attention to these small things, but over time, the persistence in maintaining these qualities will create a deep impression. Gradually, they are absolutely trusted. The employer will realize that this is a reliable person who can be entrusted with greater responsibilities. Colleagues and friends will also admire and be ready to help them in times of difficulty. From there, new opportunities will open. They might be given higher positions, promoted, or recommended for better jobs. And so, from humble beginnings, they gradually accumulate, develop, and change their life. Their success did not come from initial money or connections, but from their very character and trustworthiness. Conversely, there are also people who, for a small temporary gain, are willing to lose their trustworthiness. They might say one thing and do another, promise but not deliver, or cheat in their work. Initially, they might gain some temporary benefits, but in the long run, they will lose the trust of everyone around them, from family, friends, to business partners. Once trust is lost, it is very difficult to regain. They will be isolated. No one will want to cooperate or help them. And once trust is lost, they also lose blessings. Good opportunities will not come, or if they do come, they will not have enough credibility to seize them. Their life will encounter many obstacles, difficulties, and spiritual poverty can linger persistently. The Buddha taught, honesty in poverty is keeping an invisible treasure. Indeed, when you have nothing but honesty, that honesty is your most valuable asset. It is an invisible treasure that no one can see with their naked eye, but it has the power to create great things in life. It creates intrinsic value, helping you build self-respect and respect from others. Trustworthiness is a light that accompanies a person throughout life. It is like a pass, helping you to be trusted, loved, and helped wherever you go. A person with trustworthiness and character, wherever they go, they are respected by everyone. Whatever they do, they are supported and given opportunities. They don't need to say much. Their actions alone are proof enough. Integrity is not just a moral quality, but also the most sustainable path to building a meaningful life, a life full of true blessings and happiness. Always maintain and cultivate your trustworthiness no matter the circumstances.
Thing 5. Gratitude and optimism, the key to peace and happiness. Blessings begin with gratitude. In life, what is most important? Money, status, or brilliant success? All can bring temporary joy, but true happiness and peace come from a much deeper source, gratitude and an optimistic attitude. This is the key to seeing light even in the darkest moments of life. Typically, people tend to only be grateful when they receive great things, valuable gifts, or when everything goes smoothly. But the Buddha taught that gratitude does not need to wait until you have everything. True gratitude must stem from recognizing the value of the smallest, simplest things in daily life. Ask yourself, even in your poorest moments, what do you still have to be grateful for? Be grateful that you still have parents. Even if your parents may not be materially wealthy, they gave you life, nurtured you to adulthood. Having parents to love and care for is a great blessing that not everyone has. Be grateful for every meal. Even if simple, it's enough to fill your stomach. There are people in this world suffering from perpetual hunger. The fact that you have a meal to eat, even if it's just simple vegetables, is something precious. Eat mindfully, with gratitude for what you have. Be grateful that today you are still healthy, still alive, still able to breathe fresh air. Health is gold. Having health means having everything. Many wealthy people live with illness and pain. The fact that you are still healthy to work, to study, to contribute is a priceless gift. Every breath you take is a miracle of life. Be grateful that you have a home to return to. Even if it's just a small rented room, a simple hut, it is still a place that shelters you from rain and sun, a place to return to after life's worries. Be grateful that you have the opportunity to learn and grow. Every day is an opportunity for you to learn something new, to grow more mature, to become a better version of yourself. A grateful person will not blame heaven or complain about others, will not envy what others have. Their mind is not entangled in comparison, in deficiencies. Instead, they will look at those who suffer more to empathize. When you are grateful for what you have, you will easily see those less fortunate than yourself. From there, compassion and empathy will arise, motivating you to help them. Not look at those better off to envy. Envy is a kind of poison that withers the soul. A grateful person does not spend time comparing themselves to others, but focuses on self-improvement and appreciating what they have. A mind free from hatred and vexation, thus blessings will come. When your soul is filled with gratitude and optimism, there is no room for hatred or vexation. A pure, peaceful soul is a magnet that attracts blessings. Gratitude is an insight, a profound wisdom that helps you realize the true value of life. It is the light that allows the poor to still see life bloom, to find joy in the simplest things. Gratitude transforms ordinary things into extraordinary ones. Optimism is not an illusion or denial of reality, but an inner strength that helps you overcome all difficulties. Optimism is the ability to see the positive side in every situation, to believe in your own abilities and in good things to come. When you are optimistic, you will have enough resilience to face challenges, to turn adversity into opportunity. Practice gratitude and an optimistic attitude every day. You will see your life change miraculously from the inside out, and blessings will naturally come to you. Dear audience, we have just together contemplated 5 small, simple things that contain great power to transform destiny, especially for those in difficult circumstances. These 5 things, from filial piety to sharing to wholesome speech to trustworthiness to gratitude and optimism, are not distant secrets or things that require material conditions. They are precious seeds that anyone can sow starting today. Always remember this core message. Blessings do not come on their own. Blessings come from the heart. And a kind heart in poverty, that is the most radiant light in the darkness. Don't wait until you are rich and affluent to start living well, to start doing good deeds. The best moment to sow seeds of blessings is right now, no matter how much you have in hand. Because kindness and love do not depend on your bank account, but on the richness of your soul. Every act of kindness you perform, no matter how small, is a ray of light igniting hope, not only for yourself, but also for the entire community. These good seeds, sown today, Tomorrow, your children and grandchildren will reap sweet fruits. Your life will gradually change, and most importantly, your mind will always be at peace, tranquil amidst the ever-changing stream of life. That is true wealth, eternal wealth.
If you find these shares meaningful and valuable for your life, please do not hesitate to subscribe to the Mindful Finance channel and press the notification bell to not miss out on upcoming useful content. At the same time, please share this video with friends and family to spread good things and together build a more peaceful and happy life. Thank you very much for listening. Namo Amitabha Buddha.